Okay, ladies and gentlemen, up next, we'd like to invite our next speaker on sustainable recovery and recycling of lithium-ion batteries. Can we please welcome on stage Kenny Lim, Director of 8+1 Advisory Private Limited.
Morning, everyone. When I got the invitation to speak at the Ocean Forum, battery, recycling, they all seem very far apart, right? But think about it. Right now, we have a problem. A lot of our ships today, the harbor crafts are already being electrified. And think about it, lithium-ion batteries is all on all our mobile phones, laptops, EV vehicles. So there is a concern and there is a purpose for me to come here. And with that, I say, yes, I must come. Yeah. And because, you see, over the last 3 years that I have been in the industry of battery, I've seen many bad practices. I've seen a lot of problems coming around in the battery recycling world. And that prompted me to say, is this somehow that I can share the knowledge inside the industry, actually on the problems? So right now, as you can see, because boats are everywhere now being used, and think about it, just in Singapore, they have a swappable battery of boats, and it costs 6 tons, 6,000 kilograms to do a battery swap. And sometimes what happens if these batteries end of life are not being taken care of properly? That gives us another problem. Secondly, what are we doing with battery recycling? And if batteries, this is our corals, we all love corals. Who doesn't love corals anyway? Yeah. So when I say, if this is a coral that we want to always have, maybe 40 years ago, we might not have this. It was much more beautiful. But today, due to whatever commercial issues of the world, we have already gone into a second stage of problems. These are the things that have already been so badly done now. Toxic chemicals going into the sea, plastics. On one part, we have the fiber to help us, or the oil. But who is helping us with batteries? So that prompted us to say we should start something different. Innovative solution. When we look at the topic, then I had to ask my dear partner over there, I say, I want to talk about innovative. I want to showcase your product. And what have we done? And so that brings us to, from the sea, I bring you back to land. This is in all EVs today. A lot of challenges, not just on charging and everything. The end-of-life batteries today, we had a huge problem trying to recycle them. Because of the battery, I could get very precious materials of nickel, cobalt, and manganese, lithium. And these are the main extract that can go back into the battery manufacturing. But are we really doing that? No. Out of which, less than 10% today is being recycled. Because of regulations, some governments doesn't even know what to do with it. And if you try to shift batteries, end-of-life batteries, from one country to the other country, you need to have every step, every clearance along the way. And that is really taking time. Can you imagine having 30 million cars in 2030? Just 30 million. How are we going to solve this recycling problem? And then we came here and say, yes, in 2030, we might have 2 million cars of batteries that is end of life that you need to recycle. So we say, okay, then we really need to find a good solution. During the course of my professional life in this recycling world, I've done it myself, how we can do batteries to recycle them, to make it good. So in a machine like this, we are able to extract battery. What we did was from one battery, your mobile phone, similar to the one, we crush them and become something called black mass. I do a bit technical, okay? But I want you today, after today, you will know that it's important to throw all our lithium-ion batteries properly. Why? In this battery that you crush into black mass, it contains very, very precious materials, and this is where the most expensive, why EV cars are expensive, more than 40% of the cost comes from the battery side. And because of black mass, you have a lithium, nickel, cobalt especially. So what do we do with it? And we say, okay, so let's make it something, really make something into it. This is up in America, in Oklahoma. We were just, you are there. This is in Atoka, okay? I was there 1 month ago. We were looking at this place, and it's called, this company called Green Li-ion in Singapore, actually, a Singapore company, starting a demonstration plant in America. What have they done? What are they to shout about? It's just another recycling plant? I say, no. They are an innovative company. Why? Through this machine at the back that you see here, they are able to produce from the black mass straight to something called PCAM. Bear with me. Bear with me. What is PCAM? PCAM is the main ingredients to make batteries. How long they last, like in a mobile phone, they last for 6 hours or 12 hours or 24 hours, all depends on the chemistry of the black mass that is inside coming to PCAM. And you can see PCAM, like my grandma says, Kenny, your sandwich tastes good because of the good ingredients. PCAM equals sandwich, just as your whole. So you know. So easy for you to know, okay? Because when I told this to my grandma says, it's easier for me to understand this way. So what I have done really was to create the vision when we start the company. I say, yeah, I want to start a company. I want to do this. I want to advocate into this business. How to sustain was to really create a battery recycling ecosystem. And through the help of everybody, advocates in the world, we were able to come together and say, hey, let's do a proper recycling. And because of the mission and vision and values, we are able to now come together and say, work with parties that believe in us. Some of our partners down here, this is all Northvolt in Sweden. I have LG Korea, but I work with them, especially from Poland. Redwood is in Reno, in Nevada. CATL, world #1 out of China, and Ascend Element. So these are the main boys that I'm working very much now for the offtake of the battery scrap. Even in Tesla, what happens if the batteries are scrapped? How do you process them properly? Okay? And why Green Li-ion? When I talk to them, I say, I need something to guide with everybody. They say, if you can promote this technology in a very efficient way through every countries, we deploy a machine there that could save a lot of batteries from going into landfill. That is what we want. We don't want batteries to go into the ocean. If you drop your iPhone 16 into the ocean, that's not my fault. But if you throw a battery into the ocean, and that is something that we all have to be concerned about. Okay? And together I married these two companies, between Green Li-ion and Dynon together. So right now, we are trying to create a new formation to have a whole ecosystem from Singapore, Korea, Japan, Hungary, and even to the US. All right? So this is a brief introduction today about batteries and the importance of battery recycling. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Kenny, do we have any questions from the floor? We have, microphones on standby. First question.
Good morning, I'm Maureen.
Morning.
Just a question, so you actually make the black mass here in Singapore from the collection of batteries here?
That is correct.
And this black mass is sent elsewhere?
Yes, at this moment now we send it over to Korea, because Korea is one of the more efficient when it comes to extraction. Why? Because from black mass, you need to extract the lithium, nickel, and cobalt. And they are really much more established. Yeah. So our best friends now is in Korea to do this part.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes. Fabian at the front.
I may have I've missed this in the beginning of the talk. Are you concentrating mostly on lithium-ion batteries or past and future battery technologies as well to extract those raw materials?
Gives me an opportunity to promote more. Okay, so I started with lithium-ion batteries when I did my MBA. So that is how I started. Then right now we have seen everybody's talking about the next one was LFP batteries. Okay, that is coming along. Yes, with our Green Li-ion technology, we can handle LFP, no problem. Even the latest one that is coming on, that just came online was hydrogen. Yeah, even coming into the fuel cell, we are going into fuel cell, bringing the companies into Singapore, and we hope that Singapore government will support our work to even produce hydrogen fuel cell that can be used not just for vehicles, boats, and even small motorcycles. Yes.
Any more? Yes. Straight back.
You need to buy a coffee.
Just coming back to Singapore, how do you feel the recycling today of each one of us is on batteries? Like today, where do we bring our batteries? First of all, let's not put it in the trash. But if I came in Singapore just a couple of months ago.
Okay.
And so I have a lot of batteries at home that I'm keeping because I don't know where to put them. So any ideas of how we can improve that?
Very good. I work with partners who have boxes in all the major shopping malls. At the basement, you will see a lot of e-waste boxes. Number one, cold storage, NTUC. Outside there, or even just next to the cashier, you will see there are e-waste bins, they call it. From there, they will be able to process them step by step properly.
Time for one more question if we have. If not, I will... Oh, yeah, Fabian again. This is tennis.
Sorry, that just brought up another question, which was, how do you encourage people to recycle or to properly dispose of their batteries? That's the part of the infrastructure that's always been a challenge.
Yes. Luckily, in Singapore, we started more than about 8 years ago, initiative by NEA, to really start a proper recycling program. So they used to be in some of the boxes that we have. We had curry rice bins. It became a big dustbin. Yes, when we went to collect the old laptops and all that, and we need to clean up, more work to clean up than the actual thing itself. But over the last 2 years, mindset has shifted because we started talking to students from primary school. Tell your mama how to recycle batteries. Whatever batteries, AA batteries, AAA batteries, lithium batteries, you got to put them into these bags. Then how you can throw them, put them for safe processing. Yeah, not just lithium batteries, the old cadmium batteries and NiCad, all this can be processed accordingly today.
Thank you very much. If that's it, ladies and gentlemen, we'll thank Kenny one more time.
Since I have 1 minute left, I must make use of this. I had the privilege to invite the CEO of Green Li-ion. Leon, please stand up. Yes. He says if I can deliver this talk today, I should have a very nice dinner. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kenny.